everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today my process video is another Paper Issues sketch challenge. Every day for the month of January over in the Paper Issues Friends and Fans Facebook group, they're posting a sketch, a scrapbook sketch to jumpstart your creativity. You can participate in 1 day, 2 day, all days, whatever works for you. And I think there might be a prize, like a random prize drawing. So each time you enter a layout, maybe you have like that counts as an entry. I don't really know how it works. I'm just using the sketches as a jumping off point to get my August 2023 photos scrapbooked to kind of get me out of a creative rut and get me through those photos, because I have a lot from August 2023 and I need to get through them. I need to finish that month so that I can move on to other photos and try to get sort of caught up or closer to being caught up. I don't know how far behind you are in your photos. I like to scrap chronologically. I kind of messed things up last year because I did my December 2023 photos first so that I could do my December daily, and then definitely that really slowed me down and got behind on everything else. So I'm still trying to play catch up, and I'm doing some photos from a vacation that we took in August. We went to a rented house in Virginia, like no man's land, Virginia, to be quite honest with you. And we met up with some family members there. So I'm using some themed paper, sort of travel themed paper, to scrapbook these travel themed photos. So the photos are actually us taken on a ferry. We took a ferry boat with our car from one part of New Jersey to, I think it was Delaware, and then we drove from Delaware to Virginia. So I liked some of the pieces in this collection. I think I got it at my local scrapbook store that was closing. I think it might be a photo play collection, maybe, but I think I bought it originally because it had some cruise stuff on it, and I definitely want to use those pieces to scrapbook this past summer's cruise photos. But it had a lot of other great things on it that I could just use for general vacation. So there's a compass pattern paper there. The striped pattern paper is just, very generic, has almost like a rainbow color. And then the background is actually 49 in Market, I believe. I got that as part of my January haul from scrapbook.com. And I just liked the deep color. It reminded me of the water. And since these are photos of us going on a ferry boat, I thought that would be fitting to kind of go along with the theme of a boat ride. I took the photos. They were all originally 4x6, and I kept one as a 4x6, and then I cut the other two down to 3x4. The original sketch, which I'm sorry I don't have pictured here, but you can I'll try to remember to link the Paper Issues Facebook group so you can check out that January album and see all the sketches. And I'm not being paid to tell you this. I'm not on the design team or anything. I'm just letting you know that they have sketches if you also need to jumpstart your scrapbook creativity. So there are 3 photos, and the original sketch had 3 photos too. Although I feel like the original sketch, I'm not totally, like when you kind of looked at it, it was a little difficult to figure out all the elements. And so I kind of took the basic design of where the photos were going and then kind of did my own thing, like attempted to figure out where a piece of pattern paper might be and where the background was. But I basically just kind of went with this as this is what I wanted mine to look like, and left the placement of the photos in a similar way. But when it came to very specifics about where everything else was, I kind of just did my own thing. So I've got 1 4x6, 2 3x4s. They're sort of making a triangle over on that right-hand side. And I pulled a couple of stickers and things that I knew that I probably wanted to use. So there's an anchor sticker, because again, we're on a ferry boat. And there's a little, it's not a cruise ship boat, it's a sailboat. So I want to use that sticker as well, which is also from that collection. And I have a couple other pieces off to the side that I pulled. I find that it's helpful before I even sit down and start. When I've been using these sketches, I'll say, okay, this sketch has this many photos. Let me go through my photos and see what I have that meets that criteria. So for this one, I needed 3 photos. I had 3 photos of the ferry. And then I say, all right, well, what papers am I going to use? What embellishments might work? Do I have something that's a pre-made title, or do I need to find the alpha stickers to make the title? And so it just makes more sense to then like once I have all the pieces together, then I can really start creating and putting it all together. And I might not use all the pieces that I pull. I just did a layout today where I had a variety of things pulled, and I didn't use any of them. I actually went back into my stash and ended up using stash paper. So that's a layout that you'll see in my upcoming January scrapbook layout share. I always post a layout share at the beginning of every month. And so I hope that you will come back and watch that when I post it. Once January is finished, I'm going to finish all my January layouts. If you want to be notified for when that video goes live, hit the subscribe button. I guess you can also ring the bell to get notifications, but if you subscribe, it'll show up in your subscriptions. And then you can also give this video a thumbs up, which helps me out a lot. And yeah, I guess if you haven't subscribed already, do so. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much. And I'm glad that you're here watching this video with me. Maybe you're scrapbooking along with me. Let me know down in the comments how you like to watch scrapbook process videos. Do you just watch? Do you watch without sound? Is it like background while you're scrapbooking, or do you try to scrapbook along with the person? Let me know what you like to do. I have also added in a little banner strip with some blue, like a darker blue sort of, I guess, leaf pattern on it. That was just kind of something from my stash. And then I have backed my 3x4 photos as well. I think I backed the 4x6 photo too, just to make them stand out a little bit more. And then I'm adding in some bird chipboard stickers that are from American Crafts. I got those at Joann's. I think they were on clearance. And I'm doing the birds because in the photos, two of the photos, there are all these seagulls flying around the ferry boat. And I guess the seagulls know, hey, here's a boat. It's got people on it. There's going to be food, because they just swarmed the boat. And actually, I put this in the journaling when I get to it. One of them pooped on my husband's shirt on his shoulder. So that was really gross. So I guess if you're on a ferry boat and you see the seagulls coming, go inside just to get away from them. They did eventually go away, but it was pretty intense for a while there. I mean, people were like dodging them and trying to run away from them, because, like, again, they were pooping on us and also just looking for food. So really fun, but I'm glad I have those pictures. I like the silly one. The big one is of my daughter with the birds kind of in the background, and her hair is blowing in the wind because we were sitting outside up on top. It was a nice day otherwise, but then, the seagulls were kind of crazy. So what else do I have on here? You can kind of see that I'm making little embellishment clusters for each photo. So I've got an embellishment cluster for the small top one with the bird and the anchor. And I think I am going back in to bring some enamel dots to those, just to kind of build out the embellishment clusters a little bit. The middle one with the banner and the sailboat and the bird, and there's a little word that says, be the sunshine. I liked it. I think that's from a Vicky Boutin ephemera pack, but I liked it because it meshed with the other colors on this layout. And it goes with the photo of my daughter. So it's sort of like a sentiment toward her, or to be the sunshine. And then I've got another little embellishment cluster down on the bottom photo. I like to do, my clusters, try to keep my clusters in groups of 3. And then if I'm going to add enamel dots, I like to do the enamel dots in groups of 3 with like a large, small, and medium. I'm just doing my journaling here so that I can write down what happened. And then I got to add the title in. And yeah, I think that might be getting close to the end of this. My journaling is on a little journaling square. That's also part of the embellishment cluster down at the bottom. And I was using one of my Zig writer pens. You can get those at like Michael's or whatever. These are American Crafts glitter thickers, and I think I got those at Joann too. Whenever I did my Joann haul, was that my December haul? Did I go the weekend of Thanksgiving or somewhere in November I went to Joann's? I think so. If you go back to my December scrapbook haul, you'll see everything that I got, and I believe these were on clearance at Joann's. I am not planning another trip to Joann's or another order from scrapbook.com, so there will probably not be a February haul video, just because I think I have enough stuff to last me for a while. And also, the holidays, we just got through the holidays where we spent a lot of money on gifts and travel. And so I do need to watch the spending, even though this is a hobby and it brings me great joy and I love being creative with it. It's also an expensive hobby. But when I do need to get some more supplies, I will make I will make Joann store my first place to go because I was really pleased with the selection of paper. I mean, they didn't have a lot of different manufacturers, but they at least had some American crafts. Whereas if you go to Michael's, it's all their stupid brand, and I don't like it. And then they had a lot of clearance stuff, which was pretty cool. So I would recommend going to Joann if you need to. And they also had lots of coupons too, like their doorbuster stuff and sales and that kind of thing. And I feel like if you order online, I have something called My Points. You can do this with Michael's too, but I think Joann is also a retailer there. But if you order online, like you do like store pickup, but you get points back and you can use those points to redeem for like gift cards and stuff later on down the road. It's one of the ways that I save money on Christmas gifts is that I will redeem like gift cards or whatever that I need to purchase gifts. And I do that through my points. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but here are the close-ups of this layout. And I hope it was inspiring for you and that you go to the Paper Issues Facebook group and try your hand at some of the sketches and come back and I'll see you next time for more process videos and scrapbooking. Bye.